I'm planning evacuation drills too. Need to start running those.
Good idea. I know I'll need a refresher.
Just a tip, if you need to evac in deep space, you're probably not coming back.
Only if you don't know the drill.
Just some light scatter from ice in the Scourge.
I'll recalibrate the sensors for bloody nuisance cloud.
Okay, so, I said I was done here. Oh.
It's impossible to get a signal on.
I said I was about done here, but I had to come back as soon as I heard about the new patch, because I had to see for myself, and we all need to see for ourselves what the hell may or may not have happened. Addison.
Hello again, Pathfinder.
Holy crap, all the makeup's gone. All the terrifying makeup is gone.
I've been digging, and there are serious concerns about Spender.
And this relates to your job as Pathfinder how?
It relates to your job.
3, 4, 5. Right. I've had a year and a half of doing everything with nothing. 1,000 people riding me. Spender, shit as he is, helps. So, Pathfinder, if you've accusations to make, be certain. I'll drop trouble like a hot rock, but I can't lose people over suspicions. We don't have the people left.
Director Addison?
Goodbye, Pathfinder.
Huh. Alright. Well, never mind. She looks less like a clown makeup-wise, but I thought she was supposed to have, like, facial animations now. And it seems like she still doesn't. So much for the new patch, I guess. When I was on my way in, though, I got a notification about protesters, apparently. I don't think they were here earlier.
Seems quiet for now. Look, Jonesy.
I know. This isn't what I signed up for either.
Tell our leaders, wake the
Oh, they're worried about having to shoot people or something. They're protesting about waking up everyone who's currently asleep, which could be dangerous for our resources, but it sucks still. Right, I have to stand in front of him. Look at these hairs. Like, this person has bright purple hair, that person's got bright red hair. That's interesting.
Hey, what's going on?
That's your new galaxy. Making speeches about some fresh start while your kids stay frozen.
And it's all thanks to your Pathfinder.
Excuse me?
We've waited months for our families to come out of stasis. They should have gone to your outpost.
But since you think research is so important, military personnel got bumped down the list, like my clan brothers.
All the reassignments mean they're in 10 different colony blocks now.
And my mother just got caught in the middle.
We only had resources for one outpost, so I focused on the skills we needed most.
And what we need is our families back.
Maybe you could still make this right. I just want Mom out of stasis. That's all anyone here wants.
You do stasis revivals. You can tell our leaders you're opening those pods. Today.
I authorize whole colony blocks or a few emergency revivals. I can't wake dozens of random people.
We don't care whose finger pushes the button. If you can't, our leaders can. And if you tell them, they will.
Okay. I'll talk to the leadership about what we can do.
14 months of promises. It's time for some results.
We tried petitioning Addison. She ignored us. Screw her.
Start with Kandros. He sent those 10 soldiers over there. Maybe he'll take us seriously. Our Nexus, our lives.
You guys are really bad at protesting as far as, like from a voice standpoint. You're supposed to, like, have some kind of unified shout, you know? Not just...
Tell our leaders, wake the sleepers.
They're all just kind of taking turns saying one thing, and no one's shouting together. It's kind of weird. Yeah, I can see the argument. Like, it's actually a weird decision to not awaken people, like, as family units. Like, if people came here as family units, it's weird not to wake them up in that grouping, because, like, you're just asking for things to just lead to this kind of dissent, basically. This seems like almost like an inevitable outcome. At the same time, yeah, we can't wake everybody up. But, yeah, we can at least try to wake them up in family groups, so the people who are awake aren't freaking out about the people who aren't.
Apex personnel, please check your duty roster.
No news on the Turian Ark yet? Or is this militia business?
I need to talk to you about stasis revival and those protesters in hydroponics.
I see. Maybe I should get the others for this.
Protesters have seized hydroponics?
They want their families out of stasis. The outpost on Eos disrupted the schedule. They're scattered across colony blocks, dozens of people. The protesters want this fixed today.
The realities of our position are...
We can't wake those families. We don't have the resources, and there's nowhere to put them.
We settled Eos. There's no space down there for a few extra?
It's not that simple, Ryder. Everything Eos produces right now is accounted for.
And if we send soldiers to a research outpost, there'll be trouble.
What do you suggest?
Leave the families in stasis where it's safe and get those protesters out of hydroponics. They seem sympathetic, but so did the exiles. We can't risk another revolt. Survival is more important than family reunions.
Do you think these protests could turn violent?
We're all pioneers. Even civilians are tough enough to start something.
And interfering in hydroponics threatens our oxygen supply. They know that.
What would you do with the protesters?
I'd send in a squad and march them out. At gunpoint if we must. If they resist, a few might land in medbay, but it's better than losing hydroponics. Or the Nexus.
These people aren't the enemy. We didn't come all this way to rip families apart. We'll manage the resource squeeze somehow.
Your compassion is admirable, but...
Guess we're all tightening our belts.
You can run a stasis override command from operations. I hope the rest will be that easy.
To be fair, at the very least, it's at least only like a handful of people. Oh, Apex stuff is coming back in. That phone app is annoying for the Apex missions, mainly because the freaking Origin signs me out every single time I open it. I have to log back in, and that's just makes me not want to bother to an extent. But I feel like I should in case it helps. If nothing else, there's the vague threat that maybe it'll help me get resources for crafting, and that would be nice to not have to farm those, or at least farm fewer of them. But yeah, this is one of those things where I just wish I had more dialogue options and more ability to say things. Like, when we did that other thing, it's... Like, I just finished a criminal case, which the idea that I'm even responsible for a criminal case is crazy, because it doesn't really make any sense on most levels, really, but... At the very least, like, it doesn't make sense that, like, my only two options were, we have to let him go, because we convicted him wrongly, or, we have to pretend that he's, we have to pretend he's responsible for the exact thing he did. Why don't we just convict him of the new thing he did? Boom. That's how actual legal systems work a lot of the time, is you prosecute people based on the actual crime, as opposed to the ones that you may have thought at some point and stuff like that. It mixes. Sometimes there are cases in the incredibly flawed American legal system, for example, where somebody gets accused of a crime and that evidence doesn't land, and so those charges are dismissed, and then you can't keep charging them and stuff like that with the new stuff. That's true. So going after people on the wrong charges can basically lead to a guilty person going free because you went after him for the wrong thing and were proven wrong on that thing, and charges didn't stick, and which is why sometimes people downplay the charges to make it easier to get them to stick and stuff like that. But we have no reason to think that this is the American legal system. This is both the future and weird united humanity thing, and space 600 years in the future in a weird other place. So just the idea that my only options were convict him of what he didn't do, or let a guilty person go free. Like, there was no just convict him of the thing he did do. It wasn't an option. Similarly, like, I don't get to specifically say, like, hey, let's actually, work on a new plan here where we, like, bring people out as family units and also in correlation with, like, the group that they're a part of and stuff like that, as opposed to weird groups where we're just going to lead to more and more unrest. And this is worth being something that you talk about because of the fact that we already have multiple levels of, like, exiles and pirates and the Krogan that took off and so on and so forth. Like it's easy to be like, well, we have resources for this and not that and whatever, but at the end of the day, like, if we keep fractioning and falling apart, then we're even more screwed. And frankly, as Pathfinder, I apparently just hop on a planet for 2 hours and press a magic button and it becomes a magical, awesome colony place, so the resource squeeze seems like less of a problem than the part where we're destroying ourselves and our society already.
Okay, sending the override command. The stasis pods should start unlocking.
You're really doing this? I was at the protest in hydroponics. I thought we'd just get more excuses. But we already lost a year waiting for our families. I'm glad it's time.
Did you, like, follow me all the way here? This is slightly creepy.
Things will be lean for a while, with the new mouths to feed.
But you're out there. We'll manage somehow. My mom was scared something would go wrong and she'd be awake in stasis all that time. She isn't... It doesn't work like that, but I just want her out, so I know.
Override complete. Stasis revival triggered on the Nexus. For Jasper K, Griffith G, Pilkvist A, Demerchi P, Kozlov S.
There! That's her!
Why are you still here? Go be the face your mom wakes up to.
I will. Thank you.
Given new resource allocation, personnel in stasis on the Hyperion may now be required to wait longer.
When it's time, you'll have a home to wake up to. I promise.
Yep, people have a longer wait now. Wow, we got more Andromeda viability points from that. Huh. Yeah, like, longer wait for people who are currently asleep, but they don't know they're asleep. Not in the moment. And people who are asleep right now, like, I mean, that our families of people that are awake, like, that's causing those people all just spawned in and T-posed. all these people are spawning in all these people are becoming a problem in their sleep because they represent a symbol of what people aren't getting. But the people that are asleep that don't have connections right now, they could stay there until we actually can. It is actually safe to bring them out, and even if it does mean that it takes longer now, because them being asleep right now isn't causing that kind of pain. All right, let's check out an anomaly in the Nexus system. Where's it pointing me to? Oh, way out here? Oh, way out here, huh?
Probes launched. Anomaly found.
Ezo discovered. Do I click on you? Ah. Let's try that skip button. Whoa! I can just go to a place and not wait for it to slowly zoom there so I can stare at this not very interesting effect of a starburst. Oh, thank goodness. So that is one part of the patch that is not to be misinterpreted. A lot of the other part of the patches are like, we fixed this thing and this stuff's better, presumably, or so we say, and whatever, and we'll be the judge of that. But the ability to skip the zooms, that's something that's not misinterpretable. That does exactly what you think it does, which is that you skip the zoom. I'm sorry, is that a black hole? A gargantuan-looking black hole? Why is our Nexus so close to it? That seems like a really bad idea. Huh. Not sure how to feel about that one. Should I take a look at one of these guys? It is the Nexus system, after all. Hammer that skip button. Yeah. Boom.
I'm picking up something.
There we go. We have a clear indication that something's here. I must have been doing something wrong that one time that I was not sure what to do, or not sure if there was something.
Probes launched. Detecting what's left of a ship.
Ooh. The Zheng He. That was a lot of things. Oh, ship name is Caryatid. Heavily damaged and adrift, but salvageable. Wasn't that one of the missions I was looking for an objective? Or one of the ships I was looking for? Might as well just finish off this system. A lot of names of like Chinese warriors, which I primarily recognize from stuff like Dynasty Warriors, really. Yeah, Gongzhen. Don't see anything around here. I guess I'm just supposed to zoom in on it. Oh right, Zheng He is the actual system. Forgot about that. Mahan. X button! Yay! I'm so happy the wait is gone. Okay, so there's only really stuff to get on like one of those places. Okay. Good enough for me. let's go ahead and go out to the cluster map. So this place is now considered to be 100% done. Could go back to Eos, there's stuff going on there, and so on. But mostly, I just want to go to the next primary story mission and hop over there next. So, Oneon. I'm sorry, what? Holy crap. How long are these flights exactly, I'm wondering? Because, like, if this is the entire galaxy map, when you think about it, the amount of distance we're covering right now is the amount of distance you used to cover with a mass relay. But we don't have mass relays? Do we have super ships? Did I lose track of something there? I'll show this part because I think I'm like going into light speed. Yeah. What? That looked weird. I don't know if that was intentional.
We're on a collision course with unknown objects.
Make corrections. Sam, are you on this?
Collision is imminent.
All stop, now!
Cat ships. 12. No, more.
They've got us pinned against the Scourge.
They are scanning us, Pathfinder.
Well, scan them back.
Where is the one who activated the remnant? Their DNA signature is there. Answer me.
You're the one in my way. Who are you?
They've lost navigation.
We're being steered into their ship.
Just tell me what you want.
I won't explain what you can't understand.
Ryder, I have almost regained control of the ship. I need a few more seconds.
I actually know a lot about the Remnant. We should compare notes.
Enough! Your defiance is naive and reckless. This day marks the beginning of your greatness.
Sam?
I have plotted a potential course through the Scourge.
Do it! Report.
Enemy destroyed. Damage to aft sensors.
Scourge got it?
Yes.
Get us out of here.
It will be tight.
Callow? Yes!
Nice work, kid.
Yeah. But who the hell was that guy?
Ryder, we've got trouble down here. You need to find us a port now.
Great. Where'd we end up anyway?
Sensors are damaged, but I think we're at the vault's coordinates.
You think? Gil, give it what you can. We're setting down.
We're being contacted.
We have to land. Open a comm.
Tov Jagalesto. Tov Jagalesto.
We're visitors from another galaxy. Our intentions are peaceful.
Av Naleseto.
They've sent us a nav point.
Set us down. Yes. Ha, look at that. It's beautiful. We need in that vault.
Please, you're not really going out there on your own.
We can't afford a repeat of last time. I'm the Pathfinder. First contact is on me.
Most important thing ever. No pressure.
This is what it's all about, right? New worlds, new aliens. Wish me luck.
Tasco Jabba Yenvad.
Get Tasqual Tamyahal.
Thank you.
Hamdal Gos.
Mason Roa.
I'm Paran Shai, Governor of Aya. We are the Angara.
Hello. I'm a Pathfinder with the Initiative.
Yes, you crossed dark space. I've heard of your journey, Joel. I have this in hand.
Ephra saw this ship come in and sent me to find out what's going on.
He's a human from another galaxy. A Pathfinder.
Aya is hidden, protected. What do you want?
Our intentions are simple. We'd like to look in your vault, and then we're out of here.
You think that's simple? You don't know anything. I'll inform Ephra. He'll be waiting for you in his office at the Resistance headquarters. I'll meet you there.
I will accompany you through our city. Your crew will stay on your ship. Follow me. Follow closely. Do not try to explore the city or interact with anyone.
Oh man. What a sentence to hear in a BioWare game. Do not attempt to explore or interact with anyone. That was a pretty cool segment, though, running directly into the cat and fleeing in this exact direction. And aliens definitely look different in Andromeda than in the Milky Way. Like, they're not even comparable, really. Viability. Is there any of that here? I assume we don't need a viability index for this planet because we aren't using it.
Ephra's guards will use force if necessary.
Understood. Is it okay to ask you questions?
I suppose.
So do you always stand like that? That's my first question,
really. If you're
really.
the governor, why do I need to see this Ephra?
He's leader of the Resistance.
What's that?
They fight the Ket and protect us.
Oh, there's an alien federation already for us to meet? Do we get to finally meet a whole bunch of different aliens? Okay, so... Oh, I can't save. Alright, never mind.
Detect unusual levels of electrostatic energy in the Angara.
So they warned me... What happened is they warned me to stay on track. So I was going to save so that I could then run off track and see what happens. But I don't really want to start the entire mission over, which is what would probably happen because of the lack of saving.
Let Governor Shire handle this.
You don't know what you're doing.
Am I that intimidating?
You're an outsider who invaded our home. We know nothing about you.
I'm not here to cause trouble.
Then keep moving.
But yeah, if you're not here to cause trouble, just don't cause trouble.
Not it. And stop staring. A human on Aya. How long until the Ket finds...
None of the local flora register in my data files. We've encountered an undiscovered ecosystem.
Like, everyone keeps...
beautiful.
Thank you.
Everyone keeps saying a human.
Outsider to see it.
I'm honored.
Do they know what humans are already? Have they encountered humans before?
What happens if Ephra doesn't like me?
He won't. But you need to earn his trust.
He's responsible for everyone's safety. I know what that's like.
You're a leader.
Trying to be.
I thought Aya was hidden.
This is the Resistance headquarters. Ephra is waiting inside.
Which I interfaced with my Omni tool?
Police, but this situation is now your fault. Don't get kicked out, Moran, not because of them.
But you're telling me to be weak?
No. I am telling you to be strong through your cunning and heart. Okay? Hey.
It really is the best one in the Resistance.
I know.
So which one of you inevitably joins my ship?
Our experience with the Ket makes us naturally distrustful of all aliens.
His voice actor makes me think he joins my ship.
We've had our own run-ins with the Ket.
Then you really do understand. When the Archon came to Helios, he demolished our sovereign state. Took what he wanted, as if we were nothing. Now, the Ket mercilessly abduct Angara. Often, we never see our people again. Come this way. Ephra is waiting.
Wait, the Ket kidnap you? Steal your people?
And the Resistance fights them every day. With everything we can.
Is it attrition? What are they after?
You should save your questions for Ephra.
Kadara be damned. I won't lose Vold. Ephra, this is one of the aliens from the Milky Way. A Pathfinder.
Pathfinder. It's an aggressive move coming to Aya.
Damn right.
It wasn't meant that way. I have an ark full of desperate people counting on me to find them a home before they starve.
Of course, I feel for you and your people. So, Pathfinder, never mind how you even found us. Why are you here?
On a hostile planet we call Eos, I explored an ancient structure, a vault, and brought it back online. It stabilized that planet's environment.
Remnant. Recent intelligence supports that claim.
If I'm right, there's a vault on Aya that's different. I need to look inside.
You're right. There's a vault out there, but it was shut years ago and the entrance hidden. We can't help you.
The Moshai could. She's our most revered scientist and elder. She knows this vault.
But now the Ket have her, and our rescue attempts failed. She's lost to us, and you.
There must be another way. How can I convince you? Can I offer help?
Arrogant. I don't know you, let alone trust you. Why would I want your help?
Of course.
Ephra, I feel... Ephra, what this alien says is extraordinary. The Moshai would want us to be brave and not let this chance pass.
Joel, you talk too much.
Let me assess this, alien. I'll be your eyes. I know you can spare me.
Go if you want, but when he tries to kill you, be prepared to strike first.
I'm Jal Amaderav. I'll be your envoy through Angaran space.
Holy crap, I called that really fast. Like, what? He's got a noteworthy voice actor, and he's got a weirdly customized clothes, even if you have facial expressions. He's a crew member. I will now join your crew.
It's gonna be cozy, so I hope you like people.
I hope I don't regret this.
Me too.
That was a gloriously awkward hand gesture. That's great. Like, how do we reconcile our really weird, different gestures? Make it work.
I've organized my analysis of Aya. Shall I relay it to the Nexus?
Definitely.
Can I save now? I can. Okay, so we're no longer in a priority mission. Soka Esov.
Trade? Trade. Trade.
Are you asking or telling?
Wondering, do you exchange goods and services? How does your economy work?
Right now it doesn't.
We pay for things with a currency called credits. Abstract wealth.
The cat offered gifts, made odd bargains, never traded. What are your credits worth? What can we do with them?
You pay them to us for whatever we're selling.
Now we cut open the heart. And what do you offer?
I don't know. What do you want?
Your ship?
Not for sale.
Worth a try.
Is there something else I can do for you?
Yes. Call me Soka. I run cargo between Aya and other worlds. Good work. Good at it. You're here to help my people. Prove it. I need help. One of my suppliers off-world stopped checking in. Has things I need. There could be trouble.
We might have different definitions of trouble. What do you mean?
Natural hazards, wild predators, misadventure, what do you mean?
Same thing. What's your supplier carrying exactly?
Supplies I need, exactly. Things to keep my people alive. Essentials. You have a ship? I have my supplier's nav point. His name is Kolo. Find him, his supplies. Come back and prove you're helpful. Then maybe we trade.
Alright, these guys are taking the whole brand new alien race thing pretty well so far. So there seems to be a trend with Andromeda races so far to have like weepy faces, kind of. They look like kicked puppies, kind of. Like they just look sad all the time. Very humanoid looking faces too, aside from like the face part, not the rest of the head is always very different between these guys and the Ket. I'm mainly comparing to that one Ket that was in the cutscene where my dad died, where the blast happened and then the guy went in to investigate and looked at the silhouette of my dad who was trying to do the same gesture or something like that. That guy looked really sad and weepy too. That's the closest that's pretty much the most detailed look we've had at a Ket so far. So I can't go that way or that way. Should I investigate down here a little bit? Ooh. I should have my scanner out. What do you mean there's nothing to scan? We're on an alien planet. We've had first contact, which is a really weirdly chill experience so far, to be honest. They just kind of immediately accepted that we're here, and there's not even a little bit of a surprise. What are you guys doing? Trying to break in? Mechanics? The new human in the area got really mundane really fast, huh? Oh, there's something. And Gargan Shuttle. You hear it's tougher than it looks. How have you seen anything about that ship? It just got here. At least those guys are marveling. Although they're marveling about my ship instead of me, which is interesting. Maybe that says something about their society's priorities. We're like, humans, whatever. But like, whoa, crazy looking ship over there. Look how weird it's shaped. It's like a sword ship or something. What's up with that? The Resistance needs volunteers, translated from Shelesh, which is apparently their language. The Ket have felt the power of the Resistance, and they know their end is coming. Our victories on Voeld are only the beginning of what we can achieve, but we can't defeat the enemy without your help. If you're tired of living in fear, if you believe we were meant for something greater than slavery, if you're willing to stand up and fight, you'll find a new family in the Resistance. We'll train you to strike back at the Ket and reclaim what is ours. The Resistance defends the future of all Angara. Join us. Interesting how Angara is not capitalized. I wonder what the exact use of the word is. It seems like we've basically found our way into a galaxy that has Protheans alive right now who are in the process of trying to subjugate the entire universe, basically. And we're kind of walking into the middle of that process.
Stars above. It's you. I was hoping to get a chance to speak with you. You left your home to cross dark space. Is it true you can never go back?
Yeah. This is home now.
To take such a risk and give up your old life, why did you do it?
I couldn't resist the adventure of a lifetime.
I know the feeling. There's a rush in taking a chance and hoping for the best.
My turn for a question. Do I get to know your name?
Oh, of course. I'm Avela Kajar, curator for the Repository of History. We study relics of our past, try to piece together what we lost in the Scourge. And the truth is, there was something I wanted to talk to you about. Pathfinder, how much do you know about our history?
I still have a lot to learn.
Centuries ago, the Scourge targeted my people. Our ships were the first to go dark. Many of those ships went down over Havarl. The wilds of that planet are filled with history. A scientist on Havarl just contacted me with a new nav point of an intact crash site. A huge opportunity. But with Remnant patrolling the area, we can't get close enough. Not like you can.
How do you know about me and the Remnant?
I have friends in the Resistance. They heard your conversation with Ephra. I know it's a lot to ask, but you have a ship and the means to get past the Remnant. Without your help, I'm stuck.
I don't think Ephra would be too happy with this arrangement.
Ephra doesn't have to know, and if he finds out, he can direct his anger at me.
It takes guts to stand up to him.
I'd face worse to get a piece of our history back.
I've always wanted to give archaeology a try.
Oh, I was hoping you'd say that. If you find anything, I'll be here. Thank you, Pathfinder.
Yeah, this is an odd one. First contact with aliens? How do I get them to do my fetch quests?
I am Enro Bosan, assistant to Governor Paran Shai. You're free to explore this area, but the city is off limits. Until that changes, I'll be your liaison. How may I help you, Pathfinder?
You don't just stand here waiting to answer my questions, right?
I assist the governor in all matters. While you're here, this is my priority.
Pretty far outside your normal job, huh?
I did not begin this day expecting to speak with you.
Nice save.
Yeah, it's been a long day.
Sounded like you and Jal know each other.
Our families are related.
You sound nothing alike.
We have multiple worlds. Our culture is complex.
I'd like to know more.
Earn our trust and maybe you will.
When am I allowed to visit the city again?
That's not for me to decide.
Who will? Your boss? Or Ephra?
Governor Shai has jurisdiction over Aya. She will authorize your entrance if you earn Ephra's trust. You spoke with Soka and Avela. Help them, and you may help yourself. The Ket swayed us with words. Now we judge outsiders by their actions.
What can you tell me about your other worlds?
Life on them is hard, the people harder. Every day is a struggle to survive.
Why not bring everyone here?
We will not abandon any more worlds to the Ket, and Aya cannot support all of us.
Thanks for your time, Enro.
Of course.
Ryder, ship's fixed up and ready to fly.
Nope, no conversation to be had here. I'm sure we'll have words the moment when we get back on there. Everyone's going to look at the new alien in his shiny robes.